What's up, gamers? Set 11 could be my last set, so let's talk about it. In this video, I want to quickly tell you guys the why, and then we'll tell you my 2 objectives for the next set, so what the plans are. So make sure you stick around for the objectives, because I think a lot of you will find that very exciting. Or just skip to the end of the video if you're just a crazy person. You know, do whatever you want. You want no context? I'm not your boss. So why might this be my last set? Have I lost the passion? No, I still love TFT. It's my favorite game. I love being part of this community. It's awesome. I fucking love it here. You know, I fucking love it here. But the reality of life is that I just need more currency. Just what it is. And to give you guys context, in my family, it is not my role to be the currency getter, the breadwinner, if you will. I am the home person. You know, I take care of the house. I take care of the animals. I cook all the meals. I meal prep. I do all that stuff for us. I manage our workout plans and manage our finances and that sort of thing. So that's actually my role in my household. So, but I do also have to acquire a part-time income because, hey, it's tough out here, guys. You know, can't have a single income household. So I've always had to be like the part-time income person. And so what I did to acquire that was I had my TFT business, and then I had a side Amazon business. But my Amazon business is kind of taking a hit. Just everyone who's in the type of business I am on that has just kind of taken a hit lately. And I've never really felt that was that consistent anyways. I've always kind of more believed in the TFT business as being my more consistent form of income. But TFT income is very inconsistent. TFT's popularity goes up and down. And then also my ability to play the game mentally goes up and down. Won't get too into that. Different video for different time. That's just simply what it is. I need a more consistent form of part-time income. So to that end, I am currently studying for my personal trainer's license. It was something I was studying before I started doing TFT full-time, and I plan to be licensed by the end of the summer. And why so long? Because you can actually just get certified a little bit quicker than that. It's because I still want to do TFT for a little bit, and it's just my life circumstances in a way where it just makes more sense to wait a little bit. So I still have the time to do this full time. And honestly, I'm very ahead on the personal training literature because exercise, health is my number one hobby in my life. So I already know a lot of material. So I think I can do TFT full time and still study a little bit in the background because I already do that in my free time. That's what I do for fun anyways, is study health. So anyways, that's the why. I'm just at a point in my life where I need to acquire more currency or have a more consistent income. And maybe that could still be TFT, but this is the last that I have planned dedicated time to do this full time. So what are we going to actually be doing this set? I have 2 objectives. The first objective is the more important objective, but the second objective I think you guys will like a lot. But the first objective is content. And that'll always be my number one objective, is to make good content on this channel. I think we've achieved that in the past, but maybe we can do a little bit better. So the content you should expect to see here is less VODs. I won't be uploading as many VODs. Now during PBE, plenty of VODs. There's nothing else to talk about, so I'll be uploading a lot of VODs. But other than that, I won't be uploading as much VODs because I want to focus a little bit more on Objective 2 and then some other stuff in Objective 1. So a little bit less VODs. The only VODs I will be uploading on this channel will be more like if I think there's something very particularly interesting that happened in the game, like a very good learning moment. I'm not going to try to upload a VOD every day like I've tried to do in the past. Just if I think there's something really interesting, or if it's going to pair very well as like supplemental material with a comp guide or something like that, then I'll upload a VOD. But other than that, don't expect too many VODs on this channel. So I will still be doing the weekly videos that we always do on this channel, which is the patch notes and the meta updates and the comp guides. So we'll still be doing those. And if we don't do objective number 2, remember objective number 1 was our main focus. But if we don't do objective number 2, expect the weekly videos to have much higher production value or just be a little bit different. It'll be a little bit different, more concise, higher production. Expect that. I'm going to put a lot of effort into just making the best videos I can possible as a content creator. That's if I don't do objective number 2. If I do objective number 2, expect pretty much similar programming that I normally do on this channel in regards to the weekly videos. Let's talk about objective number 2. So I've been thinking about objective number 2 a lot. I've been thinking about these 2 things, and I've been prepping for objective number 2 for a month now. I've been preparing already. The plan is already in action. And so let's talk about a few things. I've been thinking about the Socrates quote a lot, and you've probably heard this before. No man has the right to be an amateur in the matters of physical training. It is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable. Now, Socrates here is obviously talking about physical exercise, and that, you know, hey, while you're young, you need to see your physical potential because once you're old, you can't. It's a shame. Also, Socrates may have not known this, but if you don't grow the muscle whenever you have the correct hormone ratio and recovery and all that good stuff, it's very hard to grow muscle in your 70s. So it'll actually increase your lifespan and health span as well. So that's really what he's talking about. But when I was hearing this, I was thinking about TFT. If this truly is going to be my last set that I can dedicate my full body, my full time, my full potential into. So if this really is, why don't I see what my potential is as a player? Why don't I do that? That's something that's been on my mind a lot. The other thing that's been on my mind a lot is this tweet from Bryce, Esports Law. You guys should know him. If you don't know him, you should blow him. You know what I'm saying? And he did this on January 26th. I've been thinking about this for a month. I'm being serious. When I read this, I started thinking about this a lot. And so what he posted was, if I ever get a chance to play TFT full-time for a set, here's how I think I would prep daily on stream. And so this is like a very healthy way to prep, very almost science-based. I don't know if he like directly correlated this off science or this is just something that he would do in his life, but this is nearly like science-based that I understand what he would do. And so I was thinking, who would be good to do this? Now, obviously he's making this for like an already top level player doing this. I'm not necessarily a top level player. I'm a low challenger player. Before we say that, I'm someone who can barely qualify for tournaments. But what if I did a more science-based approach? What if I did it my own way instead of just doing what everybody else always does, just grinding endlessly? And I thought, I'm probably the best test subject for this possible, other than that I'm not already a super high level player. I already live a healthy lifestyle. And I'm already very accustomed to self-discipline about making these regiments. I'm very regimented. When I'm not doing TFT full time, when I'm not grinding like crazy, getting in the sauce, I live my life very structured. And I try to live my life structured during TFT, but I get a little lost in the sauce. But if I bring the structure that I have in my life, I get better at building the structure of my life. If I bring that into TFT, I get better every year. What will happen? What if I do a science-based approach? So I'm not going to give you all the details for what my approach is going to be. And what I mean by science-based approach, it's everything I've learned about neuroscience from Andrew Huberman. And thank you, Andrew Huberman. I'm going to try to relay that to TFT. So I don't have super tight specifics, but it will look a little bit something like this. So over this past month, I've been knocking my sleep schedule back by 15 minutes every day. And I've been really thinking about the structure of my day and mapping out my day so that I can get all the things that I need to do done and still be able to grind TFT appropriately. Because just the reality is my life starts to fall apart when I'm like really get deep into TFT, because I'll let go of the structure that I've kind of built in my life. And I will just like, sometimes I'll be like grinding TFT, making videos 20 hours for a day. And then the next day it's like, I'm so burnt out and I can't do anything. And like, I got to go to the gym now and I got to cook dinner. I got to do this. And so I've been thinking really hard about that being a huge limiting factor in how I perform as a player and how I, my content scheduling, and then honestly the burnout and the mental health problems that arise when I play too much TFT. Honestly, just being honest with you guys. Don't want to get into too much details with that right now, though. I can talk forever. So my current plan right now, I've been inching my sleep schedule back because I want to wake up at 6 a.m. If I can wake up at 6 a.m. every day, I can get everything done. I don't know why, but for me, if the sun is down, I can't work anymore. Like my brain doesn't work anymore. But if I just wake up earlier, I actually get so much more done in the day. This has always been true my whole life. This isn't something I just discovered. So currently the way I've been structuring my days is I wake up as early as possible. And then the first 2 hours of the day is for me to get all of the things I need to get done, which is a lot of physical things I have to do, a lot of exercise. I have to do the hardest things in my day at the beginning of the day, which is how I always do it, and eat my breakfast and stuff like that. So yeah, I've been preparing for this, guys. I've gotten really into meal prepping. I've gotten really into exercising in the morning. Got into this, man. So the current plan is wake up at 6 a.m. That's what I've been moving my schedule to. Right now I'm waking up at 8. So I only have to go two more hours. Wake up at 6 a.m. The first 2 to 3 hours is for me. And then so by 9 a.m. be on stream. I'll stream for 3 hours, do a 3-hour block, and then I will take some time off, eat lunch, stretch, do whatever. And then I'll come back for another 3-hour block. So I'll just be operating in 3-hour blocks, which is the science-based approach to how long you can maintain a high level of focus. So that is why I'm trying to do that. And then in the evenings, obviously I'll do my evening stuff, make my dinner, all that good stuff, and then come back at it the next day, same day, go to bed at 10, wake up at 6. So that is my current plan, and to stick to TFT will only take up 6 hours per day, and will probably be more like 5 to 7 days a week, something like that. That is my current plan. Might not be as specific as that, and it's a little bit different on days I need to go to the gym, but I can always fit that in. So anyways, point of this is I want to take this very science-based approach and to see how good of a player I can actually be. And so the reason why I talked about earlier, maybe we don't do objective number 2 and we just focus on objective number 1. The reason why I say that is I know me, and for some of you guys who've been following for the channel for a while, you know me a little bit, and you know what you do know about me is I can get really excited, and I can go really hard on stuff, and then I can burn out, and that happens a lot, especially when I make like player-based goals, like playing-based goals rather than content goals and that sort of thing. I can definitely get too excited and do too much. So that's why plan number 2. I've been planning this out for a long time. I think it's a good idea right now. I thought it was a good idea a month ago, and I'm still working on it. I'm still getting ready, but who knows what will happen? You know, as Mike Tyson says, you know, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. So who knows what will happen when everything is happening, you know? So that's to say, if we're going to try to do objective number 2, but if objective number 2 starts to like kind of pull my life apart and to start to make me feel like I hate myself, you guys know that vibe, some of you guys. If I start to feel that way, then I will just abandon objective number 2 and then just focus on making the best content I can. But if I'm feeling good, you know, normal amount of stress, normal amount of ups and downs, then I will push through and we will see how good of a player we can be with a science-based approach. I think it'll be cool. I think it'll be interesting, me being a little bit of test subject for this. And I think it could work, you know. This is how I get good at everything else in my life. Why don't I try to do it here in TFT? So anyways, that's the plan, guys. That's pretty much it. I hope you guys will be along for the ride, and I hope this isn't my last set. I hope that we pop off this set and we keep doing this for a long time. But if not, it's okay. Life goes on. You know, you don't have to win everything. It's fun. And TFT will always be a part of my life as long as it's still fun and it's still cool. So even if I move on, I will still always be making videos, still always be a part of the community. I'll be giving as much as I can when I can give it, but you know, hopefully we can just stick to doing this full time. But this is the last one I have planned, so let's make it count. Anyways, appreciate you guys. I'll see you later.